Ideas are a dime a dozen, but sometimes they're far from few and we're left there wondering, what can I do to get moving in that right direction? Let's talk about it. Roll it! Welcome back to another video. My name is Nicolas Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. If this is your first time here, hit that like button if you like what you see. And of course, hit the subscribe button to get you moving in the right direction. Today's email came from somebody who is struggling to find an idea. They're just kind of stuck and they're going, how do you know if you got a good idea? How do you know when that good idea comes? And most importantly, where do you get inspired for new ideas? Like, what is that process? The question we're really answering is, where do we find ideas? Where do they come from? And how do these all work in context with people or in relation with people who have a lot of ideas? They keep coming up with a lot of ideas, and and us sitting there going, I don't have any ideas and I really want to work on something, but I can't. Here's the email. Hi Nikos, I saw your video the other day and I have to ask, what would you do if you were stuck with the 9 to 5 and didn't have any ideas to find a new income source? And this is good that you're asking, because we need to really address what is going on in a regular 9 to 5 mindset, and then really look at the other end where somebody is more active outside of that mindset and what's the difference. The 9 to 5 mindset is really that, white picket fence syndrome, where you get into a routine, and once you get into a routine, well, the ideas, they don't come as fast as we want them to. The idea is very simple. You start your full-time job in the morning and you work through the day. You get up early, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. and you head on in. You may or may not like the job, but it's paying your bills. You go in, you do the daily tasks, the requirements they ask of you, and then you head on home. And what ends up happening is, if you don't have a family yet, well, you get into habits of doing certain things that you want to achieve on a personal level, but a lot of the times we get into that habit of, hey, let's just watch the game, let's watch TV, let's go waste time playing games, and so on and so forth. You might go hang out with some friends. Being in a relationship, well, you spend time with your intimate partner and you start growing a life with them, because the goal is to eventually get married, have kids, and have that family, and eventually you'll spend less time doing other things. You'll focus on that habit of each day doing whatever you're going to be doing, and all of a sudden you have kids and fences put up on your yard and you paint it white, and there's your white picket fence. The question really is, where are you in that mindset of doing more than whatever habits you're establishing through the day? Where are you outside of that zone? Are you doing more things? The ideas come from doing things. This is the bottom line. Experience matters. Any idea you are seeing out there that exists, that somebody's making money, they've gone out and experienced something, found a problem to it, and then they turn that into the opportunity, into that idea that's gonna bring them a money source. Sometimes it's just picking up a hobby and doing things. It's just you saying, hey, let me start, doing a hobby, say photography, and you start buying all these lenses, you start going out doing video work, you start learning all this stuff, and then you realize, hey, you know what, it'd be great to have this kind of a bag, or have this kind of a setup where I can pack everything really quickly, and then long and behold, you come up with ideas to solve those issues to make your hobby better, and then other people will most likely be dealing with similar issues, and long and behold, another idea is launched. A critical one is meeting people. It's getting out there and meeting people, talking with people, enjoying the company of other people, and just exchanging ideas, exchanging thought processes, exchanging experiences. And as time goes on, you realize that things are needed, and a lot of the times people will just tell you, hey, I got this great idea, and you talk about it, and they may or may not necessarily want to work on it, and you might say, hey, maybe I want to try this, do you want to work on this? And all of a sudden you got a partner to work with on something that's awesome, and lo and behold, you find a way to sell the idea, and there's your money source. Bottom line, if you want to do anything, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to go experience that emotion, that feeling with yourself and with others. You need to go talk to people. So if you're asking me, hey, what would you do if no ideas, if the well had dried up? Well, I would go out to networking events. I would go out to as many networking events as I could find. I'd go out meet all these business people. I would look at what are they doing, how are they doing it, what are they developing. I'd start looking online and forums to see where are they going out to meet people, and what are you seeing as a common thread of problems that exist that people want solutions for. And once you start seeing trends and you start seeing common patterns emerge, well, now you start producing more ideas because you're actually connecting your creative side in that setting. The simple truth is really looking at it all and saying to yourself, how are people out there making money, and what can I do to start making money? And maybe it's not a new idea you need to come up with. Maybe it's just something somebody else is doing that you can repeat in a similar fashion. And this would be as simple as looking at something in the new world that we live in with social media, is to understand, hey, people are picking up products and they're selling them on Amazon and they're making thousands of dollars. How can I do that? And how do I go through that process? How do I find out what products work the best, at what time, what period? How do I jump on trends? How do I not? How do I keep like those long evergreen products where I can just keep selling? How do I figure out social media? How to advertise to those people that will be buying that product? How do I set up a simple landing page to push them to Amazon? Maybe how do I make YouTube videos or a blog and get my content out there so that somebody seeing it can read it and or watch it and get that idea in their head that they need it, and they'll go buy from you. We have so many opportunities out there. The question is, how do we get our mind moving in that direction? Because if you're stuck in that, that mindset, that 9-to-5 white picket fence sort of mentality, you're accustomed to that. You're not out there seeing what exists. You're not understanding what exists out there. And it's as simple as saying, how do I get out of this comfort zone that I've developed so I can go learn a new skill set, a new opportunity that I can apply that skill set to, and then how can I find ways to make money for that opportunity to work. Take some time. I will make more videos on this because I get these emails all the time and they're all phrased a little bit differently, but this comes in conjunction with another person that emailed me and they're like, I hate my life, I'm doing the same thing each day. And when I communicated with them, I'm like, what do you do in a day? And well, aside from dealing with their family, they're just playing a video game and they're not doing anything else. And then they're going, well, when I am online or I'm talking to my buddies, I'm trying to figure out how can I make more money, and they aren't doing anything actively to go find something that will bring them money. And this is a critical aspect of this. We're becoming more closed down in our environment. We're being pushed into this automated world where we're just connecting each day. We're living in a same process each day. No experience outside of the norm. And the reality is that most of the time, unless something bad is happening, like something tragic happens, you're just living that same day. And then when tragedy happens, we gotta adjust and change our lives for it, and that's where life gets more, complicated. And all of a sudden, we get out of that, we get unhitched from that, habits that we have that are that automated day-by-day process, and then we create a new set of automated processes, and we don't adjust to experience life the way it should be. My name is Nicolas Rentas. This is MentorsApproach.com. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Of course, hit the subscribe button to get your daily motivational idea to get you moving in the right direction.